right, I'm gonna open up the redevelopment authority meeting for February 11th, 2020. First on the agenda is enter into executive session. It'll be a roll call vote. Moving to executive session pursuant to General Law, Chapter 38, subsection 21A6. If the discussion of the matter in open session with respect to land acquisition via eminent domain as approved in the urban renewal plan and all the parcels, but David Brooks, Borowski, owned by Jeffrey Thomas Tree Stump LLC and owned by the state of John Melville, may have a detrimental effect on the bargaining position of the redevelopment authority if held in open session, and to reconvene in open session for the purpose of adjournment. So, a roll call vote. How say you, Mr. Savory?
Do we need a motion first?
Yep.
All right, I'll move that we go into executive session.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion made and second. All in favor, Mr. Savory?
Yes.
Ms. Sharon?
Yes.
Mr. Bryan?
Yes.
Ms. Joanna?
Yes.
Will is yes, we are in executive session.
Went ahead and posted on the Central Register.
Yep.
The unfortunate thing about it was by the time it got posted was December 25th. So it's sort of a week period of the year for that. So it did get posted there, and then we also posted on the town website, and it's still up there. And we did get 2 inquiries, but haven't seen any bids come in.
Okay.
But we could go ahead and, given now we're after the slow period of the year with the holidays, we could repost it and then repost it on our website. And then maybe just, just kind of keep it open until we get a bid, offer that we like. Or we can put a deadline, give people, I'm gonna give another deadline, for a couple of months for people to take a look at it, or another 30 days.
Excuse me, was it on the local paper, Carver Reporter? Because I looked in the legal section and I didn't see anything.
No, we didn't do any legal advertising. So it was put on the
website.
Yep,
No, but
Central-
bids go out there all the time.
Right, so we put it on the Central Register, and then we, which a lot of people look at in terms of, if they want to bid on something, they'll review the Central Register, and then put it on the town website.
On the front page of the website, how you posted it, it's still there?
Well, it's on,
Yeah, it's on the opening page.
yeah,
Town property for sale, it says.
I was just questioning on the Carver Reporter, because it's supposedly well-read by Carver people and others. Who knows? Who knows? I haven't seen one of those in years.
I guess we could advertise it in the Carver Reporter, but, there's an advertising cost with that.
Yeah, right, sure. And
Now,
you s-
if we put it on the registry and we have an end date, can we repost it again when that end date comes?
I believe so, yeah, I don't think there's
I
any
believe so,
restrictions
I
on
believe
that.
All right, so can I suggest that we post it on the registry till the end of March, till March 31st?
Yeah, that sounds good.
And then, and repost it on the town website as well, and we can revisit it again if we don't have any bites. And then maybe at that point, go to the paper.
Is that a motion?
Yes, I'll make that as a motion.
And then go to paper.
Then go to the paper.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Do we have a second on that?
A second?
Motion made and seconded. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 I just have one other slight point, is that the variance that we got is good for 1 year unless we act on
We're
it.
clicking.
So the time is really kind of ticking away. I forget when we got that, end of summer? I can look up, variances are only good for
Oh, for
1
1
year
year?
unless you act on them. So if somebody has to pull a building permit or
Yeah.
perk it,
Well, we're acting on it. If we,
no, it has
we're
to
not
be
No,
something in the
Something
ground.
has to happen.
Something, or then it reverts it and they have to do it again. So I don't know if that's a selling point that should be on the website. Because if somebody looks up the property, they may see that it doesn't meet current zoning. So I don't know if it says a variance obtained from the Board of Appeals
I
on
would
X
add
date.
that. That's
yeah, how about the
probably
appraisal piece too? In other words, we've had it appraised as well as, well, what do you call those boundaries that we put on and
It's
everything?
been surveyed.
Well, that's what we should say.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
I mean, a surveyor's map is available.
Yeah, that's right, surveyors. map, yeah.
Surveyor's
Let them know that
plan
those
is
other
available.
expenses have been we've already counted for that.
That was surveyed.
But that plan was never recorded, right? That's,
Variance.
we didn't own it, right? Did we own it? The
Yes,
map.
it was conveyed to us, wasn't it?
It was,
conveyed.
I believe that was filed.
It was filed, Olivia.
I think so.
Yeah. Well, those kind of references should be made.
But that's a
and
good point. That
especially
time.
the one about the variance, because if someone's just kind of doing their due diligence and goes through the zoning bylaws, they may think that it doesn't meet zoning and,
Right, the 150-foot frontage.
right. So we went ahead to kind of, we did that to kind of smooth the way,
Yeah.
so.
If you want to take a look at this and make any comments on it?
Oh, Sharon, she can fluff
Where
it up.
is it?
Sharon, you can fluff it
Oh,
up.
that's the posting?
Right, that was what we posted,
Oh, okay.
and,
Okay, so,
and they were just.
you know what, I'll email you tomorrow this very specifics,
Oh.
and then we can just add, and it just says, this just says the general business zoning. But if someone looks at the map, it'll say that it's 150 feet, and they'll see 200.
Right.
So I will email you the specific case, so
Okay.
that, and then a reminder that according to chapter 48, it's good for 1 year if you act on it.
So
that's-
you're gonna send Jim
I'll send Jim
the date that
the date that it actually becomes,
expires. I
it
would put
expires
the
a
date
year
that
from the date that it was put on record.
All right,
So
well,
I'll look
Is
at it.
is it important to mention,
I think it was like in September.
yeah, I
Yeah,
think
that's
she's
what I
right.
think.
Because it was 20 days after the meeting,
Yeah.
and then we recorded it, so I'll get the date that it went to record, and that'll be
Yep.
the end date for
Is it
it.
important that you mentioned it's been surveyed, the land has been
he
surveyed?
put
Yeah,
that.
it's
he
got
wanted
that.
Oh, he's got it?
Yeah, mark that down.
And I'll find the, if it's been recorded, then I'll find
Not
it.
that it means too much, but it's got a well on it too.
I think there's any water in there.
Yeah, you just have to pump it, the guys, the building guys said, just have to pump it
All right, but
out.
I'll get those to you tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll copy that on to you.
Everybody good with that?
I'll copy that, you guys onto that too.
Treasurer's report and bills payable.
Okay.
So the only bill that we have is that one,
It was the secretary's?
secretaries we always do, but the Clancy bill.
Every month.
So the Clancy
Oh, this-
appraisal
Yeah, we have enough money for that.
is for $750. I'd
Okay.
take care of this one first.
Okay.
I'd entertain a motion to pay that. And that'd be coming out of the URP money.
All right.
I'll make a motion that we pay Clancy Appraisal Company $750 for their invoice dated February 7th.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any other discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, say aye.
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 What was the date of that invoice? Sorry.
2/7.
2/7.
Treasurer's report for January 2020.
Do I have it? It might be in this packet.
Do you have the treasurer's report? Here, you can have that. There you go. Or you can have that.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Okay, we paid the James Toner appraisal for 18 Montello for $5,000. We also paid Clancy appraisal for $1,500 for the same parcel, 18 Montello Street. And for Sue, the secretary, for $75, which gives us a balance of $1,197.59. The savings account, $30,289.38, plus we received $898 for interest. The URP plan, or URP, is $2,556.76 with interest of 6 cents. The $750 I'll have to take from that account, move it so we can put it into the checking account because that will make out that check. And there's enough there. I would just want to remind you that And maybe, Jim, we need to tell George, but there should always be around 2,000 or more, about 2,000 there should be. I think that's what we agreed upon.
So for the renewal plan account,
Yeah,
line item?
yeah, it
So
should
it's
always be.
2,500, but we need a minimum of 2,000.
Yeah,
So as we
exactly.
come down, we replenish
Right,
that.
so we will diminish it because we're gonna pay 750 off of that 2,500. So we're gonna go under that, and then the minute toner appraisal comes in, that's gonna be probably high. So we're gonna definitely
wanna-
we need some money.
You want me to ask them for replenishment and do you have a
Yeah,
dollar amount?
right.
I
What do
would
you
say
think?
It's
2,000.
5 grand,
Five?
5
Okay.
grand.
So we have 2 or 3 appraisals still coming in.
Yeah.
For Melville. and-
That's right, the other two will be coming in.
Yeah.
Toner is
Yeah.
a little bit steep on their
Oh, okay.
prices. So if we can have a motion for that, a motion, yeah, if we can have
Well,
a
let's do a motion to accept the
first,
treasurer's report.
okay,
Somebody wants to make said motion?
I'll move that we approve the treasurer's report for January 2020.
Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Motion made and second to accept the treasurer's report. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
And entertain a motion to have the preferred developer send over a check for $5,000 to the URP checking account to cover future expenses.
so moved.
Do I have a second?
And is that to authorize Jim to do it? Or who does it? Do you do it?
Jim, our
Jim.
executive director.
Okay.
It doesn't-
Yeah.
Jim, just make a note, that's not town of Carver, it has to be the redevelopment.
Oh, yeah, we're on to that now.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Very good. Okay. Bills, payables, treasurer's report. Before we go to minutes, well, we can do the minutes.
Okay, for the minutes, I have some corrections to make.
Okay.
It-
Let's do January 14th first, of 2020.
Oh, okay. Well, that's just the executive ones, right?
No, it's both.
This regular
both.
minute,
There's
meeting
regular
minutes.
and executive on the 14th.
Geez, what I doing now? Okay, hold on.
We're gonna do the regular minutes
Is that it?
first.
What,
Where's that?
this is the regular one, right here. Is that where I have changes? That's where I have my changes.
Okay.
Okay, let me get to the page that I have here. Okay.
All right, then.
Treasurer's report, just a clarification and a minor change. This statement, the balances in the following accounts are as of November. Reality, it should be December. I went back and I looked how I constructed the treasurer's report, and I put October to November, and it should have been December.
Okay.
And I think that was it. Everything else, the values and everything looked good, thank you. So that's the only change.
Okay.
So you want to make a motion on that?
Yeah. I move that we accept the minutes with the exception of that minor change that is under the treasurer's report.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion made and seconded to accept the regular meeting minutes of January 14th, 2020 as amended. Any other discussion? Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, good. Now the executive session minutes of January 14th, 2020. What is the pleasure?
Real quick.
Can we discuss if Joanna has any changes in it, we'll discuss
Yeah.
it in open session, so.
If there's any changes, we'd have to go into executive session.
Executive session, so.
Yeah, no, well,
Okay.
we just got them, I haven't read this before.
Oh, okay, I thought those were the ones you said you might have.
No,
had some amendments
no,
on.
it's
Okay.
not, because we just get these for our meetings.
Right. Oh, good question, Sally. What's the pleasure?
I move that we accept the minutes, executive minutes of January 14, 2020,
Not to be released.
not to be released.
Do I have a second?
Second,
Motion made and second to accept the minutes, executive session minutes of, yeah. Time is getting in the
January
way.
14th.
January 14, 2020, as presented, not to be released. Any other discussion?
There was a cost in here of the second appraisal company
Yeah,
of $2,500. So I'm thinking that we may want to go back to what we had said earlier about getting money from.
well, we're gonna get by.
But if we have Toner do two, there's your five.
Oh, I hear you.
If we need more, we need more.
Yeah, we can,
Okay,
he'll
alright.
be, yeah. he'll
Fine,
put it
that's
in.
fine with me.
It's never been an issue so far.
Okay,
anyway.
all right.
Okay, motion made and second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, I've got one thing for everybody here. This is a town of Carver's discrimination harassment policy. Everybody has to, the back page, sign and send, give back to me, so that way we can, I can give back to the Board of Selectmen. We have to do this.
You're gonna have four of them with my signature.
I know, I've already got
I
one
just
of
put them
these.
all on one.
I should have done that. I did it for conservation this afternoon.
You're a good man.
What did you do?
I put all my
you have to
boards
check
on.
Oh, all
this
your
sign.
boards, oh.
I have playing board for you tonight.
Already got it on here. It's like that ethics one I do for all the towns. I just put on all the towns and I take one copy and hand it to everyone. Every one of them. I just
the
made the
online thing?
back piece of paper.
The online thing from the state, yeah.
He wants you to read the rest of it in your spirit.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Couldn't read it
Thank you.
so I could sleep.
Yeah. Put you right there.
That's right.
Okay, so our next meeting is
25th.
scheduled for February 25th at 2020 at 5:30. I entertain a motion to adjourn.
What, oh, we're not gonna go forward after that? Because if this,
We'll set our
if
meeting
this is, oh,
afterwards.
so this is a go regardless or just for executive session?
It's just on that parcel, but we have to post it.
Purpose meeting.
So if we have to make another meeting, we'll make it at that time.
Right. So setting the next meeting will also be on the agenda. Going into executive session for the one
Yep.
thing, coming out and setting the next meeting date.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, okay, all right.
Okay?
I'll make the motion that we adjourn.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion made and second to adjourn. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. 6:15, we are adjourned.